Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Sister Wives, Season 19, Episodes 17 and 18.
We're doing it in pairs because one episode just wasn't enough to talk about, but we're going to talk about two. Hopefully it's enough. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Let's go, Blair.
All right. So it's the day of Christine's wedding. In their culture, if you were the second or third wife, you did not get a big wedding. So she's finally able to have her big wedding.
Oh, my goodness.
Kody saw the invite at one of their family friends' houses, and that's when he told Robyn. Robyn is not surprised that they're not invited. They were the outcasts. Kody says all the kids will be there. It'll be the Brown family mosh pit, which he invented. He would try to outdance everyone and show up the groom, so it's probably best he's not there.
Kody, why? Sometimes, I wrote on my sign, like, Kody, happiness, you can choose that emotion, right?
Yeah.
Every other emotion, you don't have to be that. First of all, Robyn, you don't have to say, like, we're the outcast as if, like, like you've been ousted and things like that. Truth be told, like, why would you want to be there?
Exactly. You're divorced.
Like, it's like, this is like, don't be offended. Don't make it seem like, oh, we on the outside. Like, no, like, this is a new marriage and she's not part of a plural family anymore, nor does she believe in it. So, like, right. Let her have her singular wedding that, Kody said that he would have danced it out and outshine the groom and things of that nature. I'm like, okay, Kody.
Yeah, so Kody says that he's excited for Christine. He hopes that they're happy. One day they can be happy for each other.
I hope my enemy don't talk about me like this. You know what I mean?
So Kody is chopping down trees. One time he did drop a tree on the house. Robyn is a little bit nervous, but she told him that in order for him to chop down a new tree, he needs to pick up the last one he chopped. He's a little bit nervous this time, and the tree didn't end up falling correctly, so it's leaning on another tree, and he ends up getting it down after cutting it up, and it was just a dangerous time.
Yeah. Okay.
A very dangerous time.
Nice.
Robyn says that it stung when she heard Christine is getting married, but she hopes she's happy. The kids can see how much Christine and David love each other. They also love David. One thing I want to say about Robyn is that Robyn, everything is stinging you because you want to have this plural marriage that you can't have anymore. But I wish that she would be a little bit less selfish in her wants.
She can't help it.
Like, I understand that this was her dream and everyone was supposed to play their role in this huge plural family. But, I mean, even you're miserable with Kody. So let's not pretend like it was peaches and cream and roses this whole time. So I'm just kind of starting to get tired of Robyn talking about how much pain she's in by everybody else moving on and enjoying their lives.
I really don't understand what does she mean by it stung. First of all, like, we have already went past last season's tell-all, right? And even the season before that, all throughout this time, Christine haven't said a nice word about you not once. You know what I'm saying? Never in her life. And she even admitted to saying that she was never going to like you. That was premeditated, meaning that she could have came in nice and all the above, even without the whole being the newest wife and things of that nature. Christine said, like, yeah, I probably would have never liked her. You know what I'm saying? So what stings? Like what about Christine stings you that, like, oh my goodness, I found out she's getting married, it stung. I think is what Blair said 100%. I wish for once you can just, like, leave your dream of a plural family alone, because truth be told, I think you would rather be in the marriage you in now than be in a plural marriage with a woman who is, like, admittedly telling everybody, like, yeah, I would have never liked Robyn and I don't like Robyn. Like, count your blessings. You get what I'm saying?
So Meri thinks that the security in your marriage is about you. It's not about the man making you feel secure. Janelle says that in plural marriage, you can't compare. You have to know who you are.
Yeah.
I think it's just a little bit of both. I think that if you're in a plural marriage, which honestly I don't believe plural marriage works.
Wow.
But if you're in a plural marriage, I think it's a mixture of both. The man has to spread his time equally, or else people will start to feel insecure. And then that's kind of, to me, like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Do you feel insecure and now you got an attitude, and now you got Kody talking about, I'm not coming to your house because it's stressful over there. So it's just a lot of different things.
Yeah, it kind of goes into when you hear people talk about marriage and what they expect out of marriage, you kind of can tell what type of marriage they have or had, right? So the fact that she's saying, like, things that you have to do for yourself that kind of goes across the lines of what you was talking about with plural marriage. Well, most of the time you may have to do things for yourself, especially you, Meri, because number one, Kody did not like you. Yes. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of things when it comes to security, you have to be secure in yourself. While in other happy marriages, they happy that we make each other feel secure. You get what I'm saying? So when you hear people talk, especially Meri, who is divorced, which I'm not really blaming her, but when you hear people like her talk about marriage, you're like, oh yeah, you've been through the trenches and things of that nature. And then on top of that, it's a plural marriage. So you really got to be secure in being in a plural marriage. It's just like, yeah, Meri, you sound like someone who really been through a bad marriage or just been through Kody. You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
Kody talks about how he needs a lot of attention. His children will always be his children and the door will always be open to them. They just have to come through the door. But he won't cut off Robyn to have a relationship with them. You want to go first or me?
I don't think he hear himself.
Why everybody else got to do the work in Kody's life? Everybody got to walk through the door. Everybody got to step around Robyn. Like it's a bit much now.
First of all, I don't understand how he don't see the metaphor of like him cutting down a tree and it falling on his own house.
Yes.
Perfect. Like, do you see, like, and then he's willing to go chop down another tree without dealing with the tree that already fell down and things of that nature. It's like you're ready to move on to other things instead of actually fixing the problem that you created. You chopped down that tree. Nobody told you to chop down that tree, right? You get what I'm saying? You know, that's pretty deep right there.
That was
right?
deep.
But
that
I'm
was
saying, but he's ready to move to another tree.
Yeah.
He's over here talking about something. Listen, I love my kids, but guess what? All they gotta do is walk through the door. But some of your kids express that they don't like coming into the house because Robyn made them feel some type of way. True or not?
Yeah.
So if it's not true, guess what? At the end of the day, that's not their mother, so they don't have to come to the house. But I would think that at some point in Kody's life, he will actually go back to that tree that he chopped down that landed on him. You get what I'm saying? Besides moving to another tree, moving on to another marriage, moving on to like another thing, making himself busy, and actually deal with the things that is wrong in his life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we see Christine's wedding ceremony. We see her reception. We got a whole special.
Yeah.
We're not really going to touch too much on that.
Truth be told, I don't understand the order of why they showed the wedding when they showed the wedding. Maybe it was a live event. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, go back and watch the episode of the wedding, and we did review the wedding last season, you know?
So Meri is decorating the house for Halloween. Yeah. She grew up not celebrating Halloween because of the church, but it is her grandmother's birthday. Her grandma was married. Her grandma's birthday is Halloween.
We got it out there. Okay.
Meri talks about how she did not get invited to the wedding. She wants her to have the love that she didn't have with Kody. She wants to have the love that she didn't have with Kody.
Okay.
Christine getting married is closing a chapter. Everyone did a flash mob at the wedding, had a great time.
Hey, listen, I'm happy, Christine happy, and truth be told, Christine lean more into that happiness. And when I say lean more into it, I mean, I understand that it was your past, but I hope you really can move past it. And your happiness will be motivated by his happiness. And your happiness can be motivated by the future, not so much the past.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want Christine happiness to be on the foundation of, with Kody or like, with Robyn and like plural marriage and things like that. See the future, enjoy the present. Don't never look back at the past now.
And honestly, if I was David, and David might just be a better, he is a man. I was about to say he a better man than me.
Okay, y'all.
But I'm just like, I would be so irritated every time we talk. You're comparing me to your ex. Like, oh my gosh, so annoying.
Yeah.
All right, we're on to episode 18. I felt like this was a little bit more interesting about the discussions around Coyote Pass.
And this is why we had to do 2 episodes, because literally that was 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to squeeze and hurt my hand trying to squeeze lemonade out of 1 episode. I said, give them 2, Blair.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
So Meri is upset about how things are going with Coyote Pass.
Yeah.
She's been divorced for over a year now at this point. Nothing has been discussed about the property. She actually sent out an email to start having a conversation about the property, but she hasn't really gotten much response from Kody. Christine didn't want to deal with Kody after she left, so she kept her money from the house, gave him the rights to her portion of Coyote Pass.
Now, stop right there. Those are 2 different things that I actually want to talk about.
Go ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
I think what Christine did I hope she continues to do this in her new life.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what? Whatever I was going to get out of this, I don't even want it. That is really the evidence of someone who really went out.
Yeah.
Because some people try to, which I think Meri is trying to do, which I wanted to use it to stop there before we got to Janelle. Hey, Meri, you are out the city. You don't live there no more. You moved, right? You are out the marriage. You are out the community, but yet you still want to keep some type of remnant, some type of crumb of like, hey, so like, Coyote Pass. No. I think the best way you should have handled it, first of all, when Janelle tried to talk to you and try to tell you, hey, you need to go and get the information for yourself and things of that nature, this is a year later. So you did not make any type of calls. You was not proactive enough when Janelle told you. You said, you know what, I trust Kody and things like that. And now you haven't heard nothing for a year, right? And now look at you. I feel like, hey, if you really want to be done with this, count your losses, take your losses, because it's not a gain right now anyway. And just be like, I'm done. I'm out. I agree with Christine, and I like how Christine did with this.
Now, the difference that I have just in your view with that is that the amount of money that was put into Coyote Pass, they want to get some type of return on their investment.
I understand that.
So I can understand why certain people wouldn't be so quick to just say, hey, I'm going to just sign over my rights because I'm done with it. I think that some of them are just like, I know it's going to be a bit of a fight, but I put blood, sweat, and tears into the money that I contributed to this.
Agree.
And I want to get something out of this since I'm not getting a lifetime relationship or anything like that. So I think it's beyond just kind of being done with it. I think that they invested so much into this family, they want to see something come out of it. And I will say I see the most for Janelle, because she really, like, I felt like she was one of the hardest working, and she ended up with the least, at this point during the episode. But I feel like with Meri, I mean, thankfully, like, her mom had this bed and breakfast, and she has this little cottage house that she was able to redo. So she found her little piece of ownership in the world. So if she would be able to just kind of like cut her losses, like you said, that would be great, because she has something to her name. But I don't fault her for wanting to fight for her fair piece.
I don't fault for her, but you got to get lawyers involved. First of all, y'all was
right.
Y'all was in a plural marriage, so really you are owed nothing. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not like you was legally married to the man, right? Because he legally divorced you. And the only reason why I say that is we hear starting over, and we kind of put our own definition to it, but really starting over is cutting your losses. Is being like, you know what, I did invest time, I did invest energy, I did invest my own money, but I'm starting over. That means I have to cut ties with everything, because I value my peace of mind over trying to chase Kody down talking about this land. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what, just have it. I'm out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you will never hear. Now, Meri, I think the reason why I also say this too, and I'm definitely gonna let you continue, even though she's out the marriage and she's out the relationship with them and things like that, some people could sometimes use the business relationship or like the business aspect of it to try to keep ties to an old thing.
And I can see Meri doing that.
And I'm like, hey, Meri, don't try to use Coyote Pass as a reason to talk, as like a reason to like basically converse with them and like, hey, we still got to talk and like we still got to know what's going on. Like, no. If you really want a clean slate and this was a worst time of your life and things like that, value your peace of mind, move on, cut your losses, and be like, I did this when I was a wife of three. You get what I'm saying? It was three of us, and including myself, and we invested into this land. We was all going to build on this land, but it never happened. The plural marriage is over. Yes, it was dumb, but I got to cut my losses. I'm starting over. I value me now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Meri did admit, she's talking to her best friend Jen. She did admit to her that her walls were up when Janelle was trying to warn her the first time. And her friend like rolled her eyes at Meri like, girl, you need to protect yourself. The only one who really has given you helpful information during this time has been Janelle. And Meri agrees.
And do you know what's funny? Like, that's no excuse. Because Meri, your walls was up because your walls wanted to be up.
Yeah.
It did not occur to you that you don't have no relationship with Janelle, zero, right? You have not seen her in over a year during that time, right? Or over months at least, and that she's willing to come to where you are, a place where Robyn don't come to visit you, a place where nobody come to visit you except for the friends, the little tight circle you have, and Janelle's willing to come where you are to actually talk to you about things that will benefit you, and you're like, my walls is up? No, you want to believe Kody, and you want to keep the little good piece of Kody that you remember instead of actually being in the present and seeing that, hey, it's over.
And that's what's so frustrating about Meri, because I was so annoyed when Janelle went to warn her, and then she went to go tell Kody that Janelle warned her. I'm just like, girl, how slow can you be? Like, I'm like, you don't even want to be with this man. This man done dropped you a long time ago, and then you're going to go up behind him to tell on Janelle? Like, I'm with Jen. I'm rolling my eyes.
Knowing that Janelle said out her mouth, she said, me and Meri don't have no relationship. And Meri was like, I don't have a relationship with any of them, but she's willing to come up and see you to talk about things that benefit you.
Yes.
But I got my walls up. Okay.
So Kody meets with his real estate agent about Coyote Pass. Yep. He wants to move forward with selling the land. He doesn't have the money to buy Janelle or Meri out. He just wants to present this idea of selling the land and get their okay. So Janelle and Maddie got their offer accepted on 165 acres in North Carolina. That was so exciting to hear. She would love to be a flower farmer, maybe have like some events, some retreat spaces. And Christine is so happy that Janelle's dreams are coming true. She also Janelle was talking about how when thinking of what she wanted to do with her land on Coyote Pass, she would have probably like built a greenhouse and had just some flowers there. But this is so much bigger and better than what she could have planned. And this to me, like, I don't know if y'all seen like that picture on social media where there's like a picture of like Jesus and the girl's like holding on to her like ragged teddy bear, and then he has like a huge teddy bear behind him. And to me, it's just kind of like, give up this raggedy situation that you're in, and if you can get beyond this hump, there is something amazing and beyond your wildest dreams. And I'm just happy to see Janelle get this, because I mean, the girl's been struggling. She lived in an RV on Coyote Pass, just, by
choice. Don't make it seem like.
But the thing is, like, she did that in hopes of pushing the family forward to building. And I'm just beyond happy that she was able to get this with her daughter. So
I'm about to say, I didn't know you were this big of a Janelle fan. Like,
I'm just saying, I love like stories like this. Like, this is a real like testimony.
I'm about to say, shout out to y'all who believe in Jesus. Shout out to ones who don't, I don't believe in this. This plural marriage. Like shout out to y'all who didn't see the meme.
Okay.
I'm happy for Janelle. That's all I have to say. Right?
So Meri doesn't know Kody's plan for the land. Kody tells us he's not doing any favors for his ex-wives.
See what I mean? So hold on, stop right there. Yo, like Kody would look out for me, right? Kody's a gentleman, right? That's what Meri was saying when she was talking to us in a confessional and talking to like Janelle. Like Kody wouldn't do that to us, right? Mind you, he wouldn't even take you out on the anniversary. He wouldn't even start over. He have shown you what he told you, that you can stay in a barnuminium or like whatever it's called, right?
You're right.
You can stay right there, and my cars, don't touch my cars now. You're right there. I'm gonna put you right there on the top shelf, right there with the Christmas tree, right there with the old car parts and things like that. You can help me work on the cars. When I come there and switch cars out for wintertime and summertime, you can hand me whatever gotta be handed. Help me with the land. And you're like, Kody wouldn't do that to me, right? Mind you, he said it out of his mouth. I don't owe my ex-wife anything.
Yep. So Meri would have gotten 2 acres on Coyote Pass, even though she contributed equally to the family.
Yeah.
He told her, like, you don't need it. It's just you. And you ain't got but one child.
That's crazy, right?
That is very crazy. Meri talks about how she invested a lot into the family fund, but none of that money was for Leon.
Yeah.
Meri paid everything for Leon by herself, and Kody's reasoning was, we had 18 kids to take care of. And he's like, you know what, she can complain all she wants, but she got her wet bar.
Kody's like, yo, Kody,
that man is unhinged.
He's a menace, okay? Dude, you know what's crazy, right? That you could get this land. You could, contribute equally to the land. Your whole life savings, your whole present savings, all the above. If someone can look at the work and just value not the work that you put in, but the person you are, and say, Meri, because of who you are, I don't care what you contribute. You don't need more than what I'm gonna give you. Like, I don't see how Meri did not see. Like, Meri talked about how before the whole Janelle scene that her portion of the land is not fair.
Yeah.
She been talked about that, but yet she thought Kody was gonna be fair. He wasn't even fair when he was handing out the pieces of the land.
Yeah.
Right. That's why Christine and Kody was like arguing about like the fairness of it, like for her and for other people. So it's like, who is this fair Kody, and can you bring him on the show, Meri?
Yeah.
Because I never met him. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy to hear Kody say it out his mouth, but it's hopefully Meri watches it and actually understands it, but she ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, she was happily accepting scraps, and I hate that for her, but I'm glad she's past that.
But you know why she was doing that? Because she was hoping in some way, if I just do what Kody wants me to do, it can bring us back together. Mind you, he divorced you and got a new wife.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So Meri at least wants her investment from the property. She's not asking for alimony or anything. Okay. Girl, I don't think he got it to give it, to be honest. So Janelle wants to go for separation of assets. She wanted the land to be sold and divided equally. It did get paid off. Meri keeps putting her off and Kody keeps putting Janelle off and telling her to call Meri and see if she's on board to selling the land. Kody is on all the titles, so he would be the one to have to divide things fairly. Christine and David, any thoughts about that?
I actually was going to ask you, are you surprised that they paid it off?
I actually am surprised that they paid it off, because the way they were talking, it didn't sound like they were going to have the money to pay it off. So I'm glad that they did, and I'm hoping that they can sell it, because nobody wants to live next to each other.
Yeah. I think they're going to sell it, because in real time, months ago, I remember reading something about how Kody and Robyn sold their house. Oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, so they don't live in that house no more, based on what was in the news. So I wonder if they move. Did they move there, or did they move somewhere else? Where did they get the money? I wonder in real time, where are they? Do you get what I'm saying?
So Christine and David bought a home in Moab to rent out as another form of income. Really, it was Christine who was the leader of this endeavor. Yeah. And LDS women don't have independence in their finances. Janelle is an advocate for everyone supporting themselves, so that way you have options. Yeah. Christine says that everything in their plural marriage was a committee decision to spend money, and things took so long. But with David, things are just done so much quicker. And she felt like, Kody wasn't as supportive with her about her dreams and endeavors.
No, he wasn't. Yeah. He wasn't.
Kody paid for a lot of things himself. He does plan to divide the money 4 ways when he sells it. So he's like, I'm going to be fair about it. But the thing is, I think Kody likes agitating people because he's like, I'm not going to tell them like ahead of time. Why would I do that? Because basically I want them to be as uncomfortable and as angry as me, but at the end I'm going to do the right thing. And I'm just like, you're just a mean man.
And that's why I bang with how Christine do it. Christine's like, listen, I don't want no ties.
Exactly. I'm not playing these games.
Whatever money you get, I know my money is somewhere in there. I don't even want it. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to go buy a property on my own. I'm going to rent it out. I'm going to make that money back slowly but surely. But no, I don't want to play this game with y'all. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. They're talking about when they first got the land and that pool of water, Gabe was the first one to jump in, and then the rest of the family followed, and Kody stripped down to his drawers to get in there and just, get excited about the land that they purchased as a family.
Yeah, that would have was that.
And it is kind of sad, like just how the family has like just fallen apart, because they were so, at least with the kids and all them together, like they seem to be, even though they had their problems, they seem to be a loving, pretty strong family. Yeah. But I will say, I think Kody dropped the ball in a lot of ways. So
Kody was the only one that was carrying the ball.
Kody, it's your fault.
I'm about to say, that's our motto on this channel. Yes. Kody, it's your fault. You know?
So Christine and David have been married for a year at this point. David was supportive, like I said, for Christine renting out this house that they just bought. Okay. So Meri is open to date. She wants someone taller, older, dating range maybe like 52 to 65. Kody says that Meri wants an alpha male, but she also wants to be in charge, and he does not see how that's going to work. She needs to ditch the mean girl friends that she has, because a guy will not put up with that. Okay. Meri is going to keep her loyal friends, and she is not looking for a polygamous man.
Hey, dude, you know what? I would ditch my mean girl friends, because I got Robyn as a friend, right? Robyn been up here recently, right? Robyn be on the phone with me, right? Like maybe if you were to tell your wife to actually be friendly as she says she will be and keep in contact and visit and all things of that nature, then I wouldn't have to keep these mean girlfriends.
Exactly.
Like, no, I'm gonna keep my mean girlfriends as you keep your you keep yourself.
Yeah, my friends who was actually there on the moving day helping me move my stuff out the truck into the house and getting things, coordinated and set up. Where Robyn want to hand me a notebook
while she cries and hold me and stop me from moving.
Exactly.
And then gets in the car and drive off. Exactly. I'm like, hold on, she done?
Exactly.
It's weird, right?
So Christine likes to be the boss. David has the capacity to step back and be there as a support when needed.
I see that as a red flag.
Kody wasn't supported enough of My Sister Wives Closet. This was the business that Robyn was her idea. And, polygamy, he feels like won't work if a husband is not the leader.
Okay.
The wives don't want to listen to each other as another wife as the leader.
I think Christine, this is why I see it's a red flag. Are we done?
Yep.
The reason why I see that as a red flag with Christine is because don't use your current marriage to redo what you would have did in your previous marriage. Right? Meaning that when you was trying to give your ideas and you was stifled or basically when you was muffled even certain times, like, you know what, we're not going to do it. Every idea you had, it was always met with some combative response and some type of argument. Don't see it as, you know what, this is an opportunity for me to actually like talk so much that I'm going to actually fix what was wrong in my past marriage in my present marriage, right? I think David is the type of person to step back and things of that nature, but he is still a guy, and guys, I think guys have no problem, especially guys who are secure with letting their wife lead on things that they know about or things that they dream about. But I don't want Christine to basically fall into the habit of David is the anti-Kody.
Yes.
David is David.
Exactly.
And accept David for David, meaning that, I have a man who is willing to take the step back. So when he do find something that he wants to lead in, I don't want you to feel like, but you're supposed to be the anti-Kody. You're supposed to let me lead.
Exactly.
It's like, no. He gave you opportunity to lead on certain things, but he is also a leader in himself, and you have to let David be David, not the anti-Kody. Am I making sense?
Absolutely.
Okay,
I mean, I feel like I couldn't have said it any better. I feel like all your points, 100%. I also want to add the fact that Kody wasn't supportive of his wife's business.
Yeah.
That's just another fault to Kody and how his relationships fell apart. I mean, these women are sitting up here raising these kids, going to work. It's not like they staying at home because you providing.
Yeah.
They're running the household just as much as they're providing for the household. And then you want to sit up and be judgmental with your nose in the air on another form of income that the wives can have to provide for their huge family. I'm just like, Kody, you were like pretty much an anchor to them this whole way. Like, as much as they wanted to move forward
and their own business,
and their own businesses and to accomplish different things, like, it would have been great if he would have asked, how can I help? How can I support? But I feel like Kody likes to be in charge. He likes to be the boss, and he couldn't even allow his wives to have something for themselves. And I think that's awful.
Yeah. I wish there was more men out there. Because especially since I actually been reading, I wish there was men out there who are more, confident in saying that they are the leader. And of course, like with leadership, people think it comes with power and things and all that nature. And guess what? It does. Like, I can easily say, and I can confidently say, I am the leader of this relationship, right? But what comes with that power is, hey, guess what? When it don't work, when something don't work, bring all the blame to me. You get what I'm saying? So what you hear all this time, you hear Kody being the leader of not supporting, right, of all these endeavors, right? But yet when it comes to the failing of the relationships and things like that, he want to take off that leadership title and be like, oh, it's my wives. You get what I'm saying? It's everybody else. It's my kids. The door's open, but they won't walk in it. No, what comes with being a leader is, guess what? The partner that you with, the one that you are in partnership with, the one that knows some things that you don't know, but you are the leader and you guiding it, guess what? They get no blame. Because at the end of the day, you're the leader. but Kody don't want the blame. Kody don't want the fault. But Kody, it's your fault. Where you are in your life, the reason why Robyn thing did not work, the reason why Coyote Pass did not work, the reason why your kids don't like you, the reason why you didn't have the money, everything that have to do with you being the leader of the house, it's all your fault. Mm-hmm. Even if they liked each other or not, even if they agree with each other or not, it's your fault. That's part of being a leader.
And I also feel like another part of being a good leader is empowering people and letting them have agency and ownership and different things that, yes, you might be, the head or the manager or whatever the case is of things, but you got to let people be able to be powerful in their own right and let them shine in their own right.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How come she couldn't have that little closet business, man? What? Kody, stop.
Yes.
Whole time she couldn't have that business, but you over here worrying about how Coyote Pass will get paid off and things of that nature.
Hello? Yes.
It's like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to watch next week's episode. If it's not enough to review, do not look for a review next week. We're going to do it in pairs, right? I told y'all, as y'all saw, we went over one episode. It was 8 minutes and 30 seconds. I want to give us enough content that we can discuss. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So next week, we go watch it as a family, right? And if it's a good episode, me and Blair will come together and we will make a collaborative decision. Is this enough to review one episode, or should we compound it and do two?
Right.
So just to let y'all know, we're not going to abandon Sister Wives with y'all. Mm-hmm. Next season, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Are we going to do it? We may do just certain episodes because I do want to get to, are they going to touch on the kids and stuff like that. But just letting y'all know, we did not forget. We just trying to find things to talk about.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Y'all be good.
Bye.